Hello again. I hope you're all rested and raring to go for another week of lockdown misery. I'm glad to say that despite the difficulty of the times, your correspondence continues to flood in with people very keen to tell me just how they spent their first weekend in isolation. Bruce Price from Northallerton writes to say, "Me and the lads decided to get on Zoom and have a virtual piss-up. There were 26 of us and it was a right laugh. But because we were all using the basic setup, we were cut off after 40 minutes, leaving us all feeling hollow and despondent and wishing we hadn't bothered." Meanwhile, Lexi Hamilton from Comberton in Cambridge says, "My husband's elderly mother has been staying with us since last Monday. She is in excellent health for her age and certainly seems to have an opinion on everything. But on Sunday night, I noticed that her face had turned puce, her eyes were bulging, and she was gasping for breath. Just in time, I realised my hands were tightly gripped around her throat. Lol." Well, that's an easy mistake to make, Lexi, and I'm pretty sure the longer this goes on, the more mistakes will be made. Now, unlike Bruce and Lexi, some people are uncomfortable about giving out their names when they contact the show. So on the line from Dumfries, we've got Kenny X. Welcome, Kenny. Thanks for calling. How can we help?
I'm not sure, actually.
Okay, do you have a question?
Not really a question. More existential quandary, actually.
Okay, Kenny, fire away.
Well, it's just that I didn't ken.
Take your time, Kenny. You're among friends here, my friend.
It's just, I used to be a bit of a boy, see, back in the day.
Back in the day.
Aye, bit of Jack the Lad.
Weren't we all, Kenny, mate? Weren't we all?
Had a reputation, Ken. Commanded respect in the neighbourhood, if you get my meaning.
Sure, I get your meaning, Kenny. Carry on.
Thing is, these days I didn't get the respect anymore.
Respect from whom, Kenny?
Of the younger generation.
I see.
In fact, I'm increasingly consumed by an overwhelming sense of my own irrelevance in the general scheme of things. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense, Kenny. Can I ask how old you are?
Me? I'm 56.
Married? Kids?
Married, aye. The Waynes are grown up now, though.
Waynes, that's Scottish for children, yes?
Aye. There's one away in the Navy, the other's a Blicky in Stranraer.
Stranraer, yeah, I see. But you've always lived in Dumfries, yeah?
Aye. Man and boy.
Well, I think, Kenny, that it's always difficult coming to terms with the perceived diminishing of one's powers and influence as one gets older, but at the same time I think you have to remember what you were like when you were an up-and-coming Jack the Lad back in the day and how you might have perceived the older generation.
I always treated them with respect.
I'm sure you did, Kenny.
But the kids these days, like I say, they got no respect. You should hear what they call me.
What do they call you, Kenny?
Doesn't matter.
You can tell me. We're both men of the world, mate.
Old coffin dodger.
Well, that's not too bad.
Piss-stained old minger. Dirty old pervert. Filthy fucking bastard.
Okay, Kenny, I think we get the message, yeah.
Aye, well, you see what I'm coming for.
I do indeed, and take it from me, irrelevance is a common problem among middle-aged men, especially those who once might have considered themselves alpha males when they were younger, but it's nothing to be ashamed of, Kenny, and you certainly shouldn't feel that you have to hide behind a mask of anonymity.
What do you mean?
Well, I take it Kenny X isn't your real name.
Aye, it is. Kenny X. ECKS X.
And you're not disguising your voice?
Nah, this is the way I talk.
Amazing. I really thought you were using a vocal distortion device.
It's alright. Everyone thinks that.
Well, listen, Kenny, thanks very much for coming on. Irrelevance is a very interesting and important subject, especially at this difficult time, and I'm sure you're not alone, my friend.
Alright. Cheers.
Kenny X from Dumfries then. He's 56, a former Jack the Lad, now irrelevant. Well, that's about it for another day. Thanks again for watching and for spreading the word. As long as this shitstorm continues, I'll be here for you, whether you like it or not. Till next time, stay safe, and please, don't strangle your mother-in-law.